Probably helps if I click in the game, hey? I don't give a shit. Yep, that'll do. Sure. Oh. So, I'll look at that.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, needs more volume. Sorry. Copyright. It's the mouse. Can you just leave things on? You don't have to stick your nose into everything you see. You know? Sticky beak. And beautiful baby. Don't. You're being deterred. You know, you have some. You've had your dinner and you've had 2 lots of treats today. You've had lots. I need you out of the way, darling. Move the bum. Thank you. I'm gonna go my normal route. I'm not gonna go the speed run stuff. I mean, I'm already playing a beginner. It's not like it's gonna be fucking hard. He says as he'll die 1,000,000 times. It's fun being bad at video games. Bonjour. How are we doing? Yeah, I haven't really streamed consistently for a while. My back has been not great. So I thought today I'm just gonna, since it's the weekend, I got the house to myself. I'm just gonna play a game I wanted to play. I play through Kingdom Hearts probably at least 2 times a year. But what's been going on with you? You been still practicing your drums and everything? Listening to a lot of Black Sabbath. Bill Ward is a genius. He's one of those drummers, the more I listen, the more blown away I am. I just wish that band wasn't stuck with horrible addictions. The things they could have made would have been phenomenal. Trying to think what I... Jeez, it's been a while since I sat down and listened to Black Sabbath. Give me 1 second. I need to look at the music. Pardon me. I did like... I enjoyed 13, their last album they did. I didn't mind Heaven and Hell. I'm pretty sure that was Dio. I loved Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, obviously Volume 4. Paranoid and the self-titled. Can I remember the name of the songs? Fuck no. 13 I don't think's gonna blow you away, but it's like one of those you can see how the band, like everyone in it, has matured musically, considering I think they did a 2013, roughly off the top of my head. I can't remember. Solid album though. Sure, being different. I actually don't give a shit. Honestly, my cat's the only thing I care about, so... We're just gonna go middle of the road. I think it's one of those you learn to appreciate it for what it is, but it doesn't feel like Sabbath at the same time, even though it's like... Tony Iommi is like also Sabbath. Like if he's not there, then it's not Sabbath, and then if Ozzy's not there, it's not Sabbath, and then if Bill Ward's not there, it's not Sabbath. Like it's very... much. It's one of those bands where it's like everyone is so perfect together with what they create that it's like I wouldn't change a damn thing about them. Other than, as I said, like maybe getting rid of the addictions and getting themselves into trouble. But, you know, outside of them staying healthy and, you know, focusing more on their craft and that, at the same time, I think the reason why you learn to appreciate Dio and that is where... Oh, dude, replacing Bon Scott is impossible. That's one of the things where people are like, oh, you know, you're from Australia. Do you like AC/DC? I'm like, yes, but I like Bon Scott era AC/DC because he could actually fucking sing and he was phenomenal. I don't think I've heard a singer with as much charisma while singing as Bon Scott. But in saying that, at least the spirit of the band was still there. And I think with Dio, I don't think the spirit was fully there. It was like 95%, you know? Ren, I need you to move, darling. I need you to stop getting in the way. You're a gremlin. You just want attention. But we've cuddled for like 3 days. We haven't done anything. We're just being in bed because it's too cold. Oh, bugger off. All right, get down. You're driving me nuts. You've been doing this for like a month now. Just up, down, going crazy. But yeah, as I was saying, but you do learn to appreciate the different eras of Sabbath because without it, you don't get Ozzy going out and doing his solo stuff. And I think he needed that in a weird way, like to sort of prove to himself like that, yes, okay, even with all my issues, I can still be the guy. And I will say I also very much appreciate what... Jesus Christ, I forgot I have that save. What was I saying? He, like, the kind of leg up he gave to a lot of other musicians. It's not abilities, I need items, dingus. Oh, definitely. Now, am I playing on easy? Yes. Why? Because I'm also having whiskey today, because fuck it. I don't have any base abilities yet, do I? Oh, you can't see the stats on it. That's kind of disappointing. But yeah, like, you think about it, it's like you get, you know, you use Zach Wilds. I mean, without him and Ozfest, you don't get, like, Slipknot, I think, necessarily getting as big, as quick. You don't get System of a Down, like My Bloody Valentine. There's so many fucking bands. Like, it's one of those, like, it sucks that it had to happen the way it happened, but without it, I think the entire musical scene just suffers if Black Sabbath never broke up and Ozzy didn't go off and do his own thing. I don't see him being like, yeah, I'll have Ozfest, you know? But he was able to sort of stand on his own and be like, okay, I am an attraction. And I always found it so fucking funny with Ozzy, how, like, when he talks, you can't understand a fucking word he says. But when he sings, he is so crystal clear, it is not funny. Oh, fuck that up. Also, sorry if I start singing randomly. I am listening to my own music at the same time as playing this. Mainly because I've beaten this game. I don't even want to know how many times. I say die. Can't say I know the song. I know the song. It's amazing. Oops. Just what you running from. Well, 2009. Play next. Is it going to actually go play next? Because YouTube music likes to be shit sometimes and not work. Okay, it's going to work. Dun, ba, dun. Yes, I have heard this. I'm trying to think last time I did, though. Shit, it would have been... No joke, I reckon... 17 odd years ago? Because I know I used to listen to them a lot through late high school and at my first job. But then I went more into like death metal and metalcore and all that sort of stuff after it. Like, I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but it's not my go-to, if that makes sense. I'm into, how would I phrase it? I love kind of that late 60s, 70s kind of progressive rock. Not so much Pink Floyd. I've never really been able to get into them, although I appreciate them musically. But bands like, how am I forgetting the name? America. Supertramp. And then I was very into, you know, yeah, 80s thrash, you know, that whole kind of shit. Wasn't big on early death metal and like, I guess what they'd call it now, kind of more grindcore-y death metal with like your Cannibal Corpse sort of stuff. I mean, I know people don't necessarily refer to it as that, but to each their own. But yeah, like I'm more a kind of more traditional metal, your Iron Maidens, your power metal stuff through the 80s. I love all the new wave stuff through the 90s, 2000s, like your Kill Switch, your Linkin Parks, your Limp Bizkits, your Korn. Other bands that were sort of coming through at the same time, like Lamb of God. All That Remains is one of my all-time favorites. Sonata Arctica, which is a Finnish power metal band, is my all-time favorite band. Always has been, always will be. Even if I don't listen to them that often, mainly because I've heard every song that many times, and a lot of their current music is not, at least from the last release I heard, definitely wasn't targeted towards me. It was like a bunch of Finnish ballads, I think, or something, like stuff like that. Yeah, it's just being as heavy as they can be. And like, I appreciate it, like it's cool. Musically, it's quite interesting. But yeah, like basically anything. Like I've been quite into, for a while there, I was into electro swing. I love like old funk music when I hear it. Like some disco stuff. Anything rock related I will pretty much enjoy, even if it's like the cheesiest fucking dad rock shit you've ever heard in your damn life. You know, like your Nickelbacks, Creed, shit like that. But I will say I don't listen to a ton of hip hop, mainly because I'm a white guy who lives in Australia. It's not particularly my genre. It's a genre I have a lot of respect for, and like the cultural importance it has is something I admire a lot. But it's one of those things where I'm like, I can't understand a lot of the storytelling on an emotional level because I don't live there and I don't go through those problems. So I think some of the songs are just sort of lost on me, unfortunately. But it's not that I don't appreciate them. As I said, just not necessarily my thing. But I do like R&B. Blues is one of my all-time favorite genres. If I just want to relax, you know, I'll put on blues, maybe some soft jazz, sometimes classical. Like, it really just depends on the day. I'm just someone, I would say, I just like music, if that makes sense. Like, I just appreciate good music. And when I was a teenager, I used to be like, oh, I hate EDM, I hate dance music and techno, all that shit. It's not my scene. And it's still not what I would say is my favorite. But every now and then I get a song where I'm like, oh, that's fun. Or I like listening to, who is it, fucking Scooter, because like the lyrics are so stupid sometimes when he just like says the most random crap, and it's like, it just makes me laugh and it's feel good, you know, and I'm like, I can appreciate that. But yeah, it really just depends on the day. You know, like I'm not much of a pop person, but it doesn't mean I don't think there isn't value in pop music that gets made. Yeah, it's also my mood definitely really affects how I'm going and what I'm going to listen to. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I just want to listen to heavy stuff and be goofy, have fun pretending to drum and sucking at it. And look, it's Ariel. Oh, the fuck that's all about. Yeah, fun fact about Kingdom Hearts, if you somehow haven't heard this. Basically, the whole game is here. Like, they tell you everything that's going to happen. Oh, dude, I love, like, nothing more than throwing on Earth, Wind, and Fire and just sitting there doing dishes or cooking food. That's my happy place. Like, I could do that shit all day. I don't want to because I can't stand that long. My back would be like, fuck you, dude. And I'll be like, yeah, you're right. Probably fall down. Fighting a bitch. Mainly because I'll probably lose the race, and this is just me getting ahead of the curve.
We still don't got it.
1, 2, he hits.
My turn.
Bitch.
Come on.
Loser. We're just going to do this a couple times for my own vain reasons. But yeah, I think it's one of those things where I had to learn to honestly just mature past that. You know, even though I was like, yeah, I don't mind if people listen to it, it's not for me. But like learning to appreciate music for music's sake. You know, like understanding the core elements, regardless of genre, are still there in everything. And appreciating how people interpolate. Fuck, you know what I mean. Interpolate. Fuck. I give up. I can't speak today. But yeah, like, just you know, seeing different takes on even the same thing. You know, like seeing wildly different covers and seeing people take it to whole new levels and doing fun new things and trying different things. And, you know, well, it was the thing I taught my cousin. And by taught, I told him a million times until he told me to shut up while he was learning guitar. Like, he's still actively learning, obviously. We never stop. But he was like, oh, you know, what song should I learn? What song should I learn? I'm like, don't worry about what song you should learn. Worry about what you should listen to. And what you should listen to is everything. Find something that speaks to you. Because you will find something where you're like, hey, I really want to do this song. No worries, man. Take it easy. Appreciate you. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Okay. Rin, Bubba. You're a pain in the bum. Yeah. We're here to race, not talk. It's the way back that I tend to stuff up more than anything. Ah, bugger. Kisses for Rin. You're making this way harder than I need it to be, darling. I would like to blame the cat, but no, that's all me. That's alright, that's the one overall. That's why B's asked twice.
No way I can lose.
It's 3:11. Before we continue, I'm going to take a quick break so I can go feed the dog. So I will hopefully not be too long.